I jumped into this because the demo just dropped on Steam, and right away it's obvious what kind of experience it's aiming for. This is a survival horror RPG rooted in late 90s design sensibilities, especially that Parasite Eve era blend of RPG systems and horror pacing. What stands out immediately is how confidently it borrows those ideas while choosing a noticeably lighter emotional tone. In this game, you play as Nova, a psionic agent sent to investigate an abandoned island city after something has clearly gone wrong. The setting leans into sci-fi and bio-horror, with empty spaces, corrupted life forms, and a sense that whatever happened here didn't happen all at once. The demo keeps the setup simple, giving you just enough context to understand why you're there without spelling everything out. The fixed camera angles do a lot of the early work. You can't move or adjust the camera at all, which means discovery comes entirely from how you move your character through the environment. Some treasure chests sit just off screen, and you only find them by stepping beyond what the camera initially shows. In one area, there's a breakable wall that's easy to miss, and behind it is a weapon upgrade that gives you a noticeable boost early on. Enemy encounters use an invisible encounter system, where combat triggers without enemies appearing in the environment. Battles take place exactly where you triggered them, which means encounters can happen in narrow corridors or awkward spaces. Puzzle elements are present, but they stay restrained. Progression occasionally requires reading files or notes and using that information to move forward. It never pulls focus away from exploration or combat, and it fits naturally into the pacing of the demo. In terms of atmosphere, Parasite Mutant clearly moves in a different direction than its inspiration. The demo never creates the same stressed, uncomfortable feeling associated with classic survival horror, which feels like a deliberate tonal choice rather than a limitation. The anime-influenced character designs, cleaner visual presentation, and music soften the experience considerably. The demo is also generous with ammunition, which removes much of the anxiety tied to resource management. Even with the optional retro filters enabled, the game never feels oppressive. It's tense, but never overwhelming. Combat revolves around an active time chain system. You move freely in real time while waiting for your action bars to fill. Each bar can be spent independently on attacks, items, or skills. Melee and gun attacks cost 1 bar, while skills consume 2 bars and draw from EP, which functions like mana. Positioning matters more than it initially appears. Every attack has a visible range indicator. If an enemy is out of range and you commit anyway, the attack simply misses. Even if an enemy starts in range, they can move during your attack animation and slip away, causing you to miss. The main character gains experience after every battle, and leveling up increases her base stats. You also earn something called plus points that can be invested directly into upgrading equipment stats, which gives a clear sense of progression even within the short runtime of the demo.